All right, what's up, guys? It's tmanplays here with a little different video for you today, as we've been given access to kind of preview the 2.2 Nemesis divisions, that being 76Y here that we're going to go into in this video, and then the 152 E French Infantry Division, and another video that I'll have on the channel, as these will be released sometime this week. Don't have an exact date yet, but we're just going to go ahead and get into this division, kind of talk about it, go through some of the new units. So, right off the bat, logistics tab, we have a Luaz supply here with 300 supply. Also has a forward deploy trait. So, you do have a forward deploy little supply vehicle here. You are getting taxed 5 points on that, though. And then, similar to what we've seen in 35th, the Gas 66. 600 supply in this for 25 points. Really like having these supply trucks. I think these are really good value for what they are. You get a BMD 2K command. Doesn't have smoke though, so you got to be careful with that. Another command here, which we've also seen in 35th before. And then a new unit, the Luaz command, which is also forward deployable. So, maybe worth bringing this in to capture the zones early. Get that early tick going on your opponent. Infantry tab, that's where all the cool stuff starts happening. We got a 7.62 machine gun team, a really cool new unit, the NSV 6U6 heavy machine gun, which can also target helicopters. That's something to note. Compared to other machine guns, they don't have helicopter targeting, but this one does. So, just something to note there. Also, this is forward deployable. The machine gun here is forward deployable. We get a grenade launcher, which is forward deployable. First command unit, Descent Saperi. Seen this before in 35th. Does come with a BTR-D transport option as well. Standard 4-man CV team. Then we go to the Descent Saperi. Seen this in 35th as well. They share kind of a lot of the same units, mostly. And then another unit we've seen in 35th, the RPO version. Both of those coming in the BTRD as well. Another command, which gets a smoke grenade and an Igla. So that's pretty nice. Making use of that fourth weapon slot. Also gets a BMD2 as a transport unit. And then we get to some of the cool new stuff coming in this this Nemesis drop is the Desaniki BMD get their fourth weapon slot. So a SVD is being added both to these units and to the ones in 35th. So that's, pretty cool. You get 4 cards of these, so you can pump out plenty of infantry with BMD2s. But they did, they are only 6-man infantry squads. So they're still, not the strongest out there, but the SVD definitely helps out with the firepower. Then we got the Desant Niki, which we've seen before. And then the Desant Ussalini. 9-man team. Kind of, this is supposed to be quote unquote like two squads that kind of meet up after they've dropped in. They've kind of reformed together, and that's why they have 2 different AT launchers here. Kind of a 9-man team. Pretty cool little concept there. You get 8 of those upfitted. Desaniki Metis. 2 cards of those. A Luaz SPG-9, which is forward deployable. A Desant Polomachiki. Standard Polomachiki squad. An SPG-9 squad. Standard ATGM with a 17 pin. Get 2 of these Conquerors ATGMs, so you could also bring in both with the BTRD robot, which we've seen this in 35th before, and then a cool new unit here, the Spetsgruppe V. Very, very strong with the RPG 27 and satchel charges and 10 strength. You also get the AKS 74Us. So these are really good close range assault squads here. Very, very good unit. Do a lot of damage to those, and they're forward deployable as well. So yeah, very, very good infantry squad. Also, get the special forces trait and shock as well. Moving on to the artillery tab, we have the 82 millimeter mortar, Vasilic, a Nona S, and then the Grad Vs, which is really nice. Big fan of the Baby Grad. I think the Baby Grads are pretty good. Moving on to the tank tab, we can see we have a Luaz ATGM carrier with forward deployability, a BRDM Conquers, and then the cool new unit that we've all been waiting for, the BMD3. Very, very spicy unit here. Very excited about this one. It is 100 points, but you get a nice autocannon, 6 Conquerors M's slapped on the top of this bad boy with 60% base accuracy, 2 PKTs, and then a grenade launcher as well. It has a 10 health pool, 10 HP health pool there. No forward deploy or anything like that. 3 front armor, 2 side armor, 1 rear, 1 top. Pretty decently fast. Mediocre optics. So not good optics. It's worse than normal. I had to remember if that was worse than normal or not. And then bad stealth. But really cool model. And really, really nice unit. You can bring up to 18 of these as well. Which, if you're not bringing all the BMD3s, I don't know what you're doing. You can also get another one in the recon tab, which has mediocre stealth and very good optics for availability. So that's really nice as well. Definitely bring that. We see the drone. Nice little drone. Basically just fly that around, spot some units. The interesting thing about the drone is, if I remember correctly, it's only targetable by manpads, gun AA, and planes. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I'm pretty sure that's the deal with the drone. I have to test it some more. But I think that's the main thing. Like radar AA can't target this, if I remember correctly. So something to look out for if you're playing this division when it comes out. Spetsnaz GRU, seen this before. The Resveka new unit, only a 3-man team. Just kind of a. Oh yeah. The main thing with these is they get the signet trait, which basically you get a radius around the unit. You get 2 different radiuses, and if units, like the first one is white, so if they enter the white radius of the unit, your thing changes to white, so you know something is kind of around that radius. And then you have a blue radius, so if they enter the blue, there'll be like an icon above the unit, but it'll turn blue, and then you can see that there's something kind of within that interior radius as well. Another cool unit, the Desant Spetsrazveka. These guys come with an Igla as well, with nice 60% accuracy, 10-man team. Very, very strong unit. You can also get them in a BTRD with good optics, if you really want to go ham with it, I guess. But yeah, this is a fun new infantry unit as well. Then we get the standard 4-man recon team, BRDM, and then a Rheostat. AA, we have the ZU-23, a Desant Igla, which this is pretty cool. You can actually get them with a Luaz, with an Igla kind of attached to the top of the Luaz here with 6 shots. So it's basically like getting 2 Iglas for the price of 1, and that can actually be very good on an opener, as these guys get forward deploy as well. So pretty strong combination there. Or you can get them with the Skrezit if you want more kind of ground support, since these have gotten buffed against infantry and firing at ground targets now. They're actually not too bad. Yeah, an interesting choice to make there. Strela unit. And then the Gaz 66 EU, which is also a really good starting AA piece, as this pretty much melts helicopters, and you can use it to fire against infantry. So helicopter tab, we can see it's kind of blacked out here. We actually don't get any helicopters in this division, so tab will just look like that. Move on to the air tab. We have the Su-24 seaplane, which is really nice now because they buffed the turn radius on these. So they actually turn very nicely at the moment. And then you have another option here of the seed with actual, or I said seed plane. I meant to say EW plane. This is the seed plane, which both have turn radius buffs. But yes, this is the one with the anti-radar missile. And then you get two of these LGB planes, which these are super deadly. They fly really low, but they can basically fire off three of these. Like they can go for 3 different runs with their LGBs. So very strong there. Do at least have longer than a 2-minute reload time. So that's, or a 3-minute reload time. So that's at least good. At least this isn't 60 seconds, considering you get 3 different rounds. We'll get the nice AT version, and then we'll compare this one to the other AT so you can kind of see the differences here. Mainly it just has to do with range. Same accuracy and everything else. Same 30% ECM, same agility stats. It's basically just if you want that longer range of the AT2. The Su-24HE. A nice MiG-31 AA1. And then we'll compare it to the AA2, both of these being new MiG-31 versions. Very, very strong for basically keeping air superiority over your enemy. Very long 12K range on these missiles, and then one comes with basically sidewinders. The other one comes with kind of more mid-range, 2 more mid-range missiles as well. But yeah, these MiG-31s are just absolute beast, especially if you're flying 2 at a time towards an enemy plane. It's basically a no-fly zone. And then another new Su-24 version here, the Su-24 TRM. And this one is special because it comes with this nice big thermobaric bomb here, which you can see kind of the new thermobaric trait. But basically it ignores the cover bonus provided to infantry by buildings or woods, and does like full HE damage to the infantry if those bombs hit on target. So that's pretty cool as well. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Later, guys.